Yo, guys, good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you all had a great weekend. Time to get to work here today. Watch list has been sent out. It should be in your inbox already. Let's see how the day goes. Definitely have some good plans laid out there. Watching certain levels on the SPY like 410. That's a crucial level I'll be watching on the SPY. So let me send out a quick tweet here and a quick Discord message. Let everybody know we're live. And we'll jump straight away into it. Oh, before I forget, I posted it in chat. They have 80% off the $150,000 trading account on Lilu. It ends today, okay? So that one ends today at midnight. Yo, Scott, good morning. Kevin, what's up? What's up? All right, guys, so let's get to work here. Let me hop on over here and make sure you're seeing the equities chart. All right, there we go. All right, so today's watch list: SPY, Amazon, SOUN, and Tesla on watch. Let's hop right into Tesla here, guys. 195, 95.50s area. You can see here previous pivot resistance area. You see that there? We broke above it and it turned into support. Clear as day, right? We got back underneath it. We'd expect that level to now be resistance. So far here in pre-market, it has shown up as resistance, okay? So far in pre-market, it has shown up as resistance, and now we're just gonna be watching and seeing if that level can hold up. If that level can hold up as resistance, then watching for further downside into this 190 area again on Tesla. If we break up above it and hold support, then watching simply to become that level of support that could launch us into the $200 zone. Love that Cuban coffee, guys. Next, we have SOUN. SOUN, leading small cap here this morning. Let's switch this over to a daily chart real quick. Here is like your trading range. You have 408 resistance. I'd watch for a fade off of that level. Why is that level a possible resistance zone? Well, there you go. You can see it right there on the daily chart, clear as day. Why is 280s possible support? Look at these magical blue arrows that I am drawing here. And you tell me, wouldn't you think a pullback into that zone could hold support? So that would be the bottom support. I watch for it to stay above 314, 310 area for longs into 408, and then watching 408 rejection zone. If you do get up and over 408, then I'd watch for a move that could take it into that $5 area. All right, previous resistance way back here. So keep an eye on that one as well. Next, you have Amazon. Now, if this market's going to be weak, then I'm watching for Amazon to possibly roll itself back over again and test the $100 level. Now, what level will I watch for possible resistance? Probably this 103 zone, since we're just underneath it. Preferably the 104, okay? So just this general area right here. All right, I'd watch that general area 103 to 104 to possibly hold some resistance. Call it 103.50s. You could see here it was previously a tremendous level of resistance, and we're underneath it now. Okay, it was support here. We're underneath that now, so bounces up into that level. If it holds resistance, watching for drops back into 100. If it breaks up and over it and starts to hold it as support, then I'll simply watch and see if we can get back up towards 105. All right, that's simple as it can be. Try to keep it simple. Trading can be difficult, so why complicate it? And then last but not least, of course, the SPY. The SPY 410 was the area to watch. Why was 410 the area to watch? Well, we hop on over to the daily chart. Here's your 410. Remember this resistance? Resistance here, sold off, made new lows on the year. Resistance here, sold off. Resistance here, sold off. Resistance here, right here, right in front of it. Resistance, sold off, and then we finally broke through it. Pushed into that 420 zone we talked so much about. And then we had a nasty shooting star type candle on Friday. And now today, we're flirting with that 410 zone. Right now, the SPY is sitting there at 409.80s. If we open up underneath 410, 410 holds resistance on any bounce backs. I will watch and wait for bounce backs. If we bounce back up into 410 and we hold resistance, I'll watch for fades on this thing back down towards 406 to 405 area. All right, basically I'll watch for 408 and then 406. Okay, you can see right clearly previous resistance zone, previous resistance zone, previous resistance zone. So these would be levels that I'd watch for little bounces on the SPY. So that would be support. So I would be covering shorts in front of that level. All right. On the ES, very simple. Going to be watching the 4130s for any strong bounce back. Let me jump on over to that chart real quick here. Here's that 60-minute chart I like to use so much. I'm going to be watching 430s and of course these 4130s and these 4125. So this zone right here that was previously tremendous level of support, we've broken underneath it. We're bouncing back into it. I want to see whether or not this level holds resistance. If it does, I'll get short in front of that level, look for that rollover on the ES. If we break up and over it and we start to hold support there, I'll look for longs. All right, guys, there is the open. Any questions, throw them up in chat. Good luck out there. Oh, guys, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button. It really helps out tremendously. I've noticed that when we get more likes on the stream, we start to get more viewers as the morning progresses. So it would be really helpful if you guys hit that like button. All right, guys. Straight up move here right off the bell. The SPY back up over 410 into what? That 411 zone that we talked about for resistance. We'll see if that level can hold up. Let me show you this right here real quick. See this line? That's that pivot low from Friday. We're right up into that level. I want to see it push it. I want to see it push it and reject it. Come back down to 410. If it does, it could set up a little bit of a long for a gap fill to the upside. It's definitely possible. It's within the realm of normalcy here. It wouldn't be something that would be surprising to me. The ES testing those 4130s. What are you guys watching? Any questions on anything you're watching? The Beast, you out there? Yo, man, what's up, man? How you doing? How'd the weekend go for you? Nice, man. Julio, thank you, man. Any questions, don't hesitate, brother. Just reach out. Post it up there in chat. Thank you for the engagement. Like, it's crazy, guys. You don't want, like, if you haven't done this before, when you're on this side of the screen and you know there's people watching but no one's chatting, you're like, what do I say? What do I do? Am I doing it wrong? So yeah, it really helps out when you guys just say anything, really. In the chat section. It feels like at least I'm talking to someone. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. Some people won't say that on YouTube. Like some streamers, they won't say that. They won't say it. They won't admit it. I guess it's insecurities. I ain't got none of that. I don't got that problem. So yeah, it's weird sometimes when you're just chatting. I mean, when you're talking on this side of the camera, you're like blah 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 blah, and no one says anything. I'm like, well, damn it. Am I saying stuff? Do they hear me? Am I boring? Yeah, of course, the Beast. Of course, man. I know some people are listening while at work, which is freaking awesome, to tell you the truth. Guys, watch here 410 to get tested. We're at 410.40s on the SPY. If these 25s hold on the ES, that could be a potential setup. But if 410 cracks on the SPY, I think things are just going to get a little wishy-washy. What? How is that even a thing? Negative 58 with wind chill? Bro. That's intense. That is crazy intense. Scott, I imagine you guys, like, you know, people who live in these types of climates, you guys typically have like two heaters. Two sets of heaters, like one as a backup. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. Some people have the 2 heaters. Yeah, man. Redundancy is absolutely essential there. I'd say whatever needs to be done to have it, I would definitely look for ways to getting it done. Like I know, for some people, I mean, everybody has some sort of level of financial thing where they just can't reach it. When it can't be reached, you got to do something, man. I don't know. Uber, sell something, something extra to bring that money in to get that second heater in there. Dude, I don't know. It just feels safer. That's crazy. Yeah, see, there you go. Like a wood stove and then bang, a separate gas heater or something like that, bro. That would definitely be something that is worth whatever one has to do to get it done, because you don't want that heater to go in that kind of climate. Good Lord. All right, guys. So the SPY came down right into 410. It's trying to jump off that level right now. This is interesting. I'm in nothing. Just watching and waiting. It's 9:39 a.m. Watching to see how the SPY is going to act down here. $41.30 held resistance on the ES so far, but we're trying to bounce off of those 41.25s we talked about. That is definitely a level to watch. I'm gonna get long down here and see if we're gonna get a bounce. I'm gonna hold my stop under 41.22 and see how that works out. If it gives up, then I'll know to take a step back and possibly think about the short side of things. But with the SPY trying to bounce off of 41.10, I'm thinking it's worth a little stab. Where is my trading screen? Well, not how I wanted to start the day off. Definitely not how I wanted to start the day off, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes from here. Be patient, wait for another setup. Scott, since I already do that, I used to do that. I used to do that. I used to do a pre-market stream where we would do exactly that. Never gained traction, so I just do the watch list. I do all the planning myself and send it out. I used to do that. I used to start my stream at 8 in the morning and get that done. It quickly became not worth it, to be honest. Waking up extra early and stuff like that, and wasn't getting the attendance and I did it for a while. Probably did that every single day for like 6 months. or more. And it didn't work out, so had to cut it. I did exactly like that. Game plan, scans, watch list, chart requests. I did all of that. We would run it from 8 in the morning till 9 in the morning. And then we'd send out the watch list, and then I would go and stream live in the Discord with other members. And yeah, it didn't grow after 6 months, and I was like, all right, I'm done waking up so early. All right, guys, so it's looking like 410's going to hold resistance. I thought we would hold support there because of that nice pop back up in the morning here, but no, looks like we're going to hold resistance there. So watch for drops here into 4110. If you guys want me to take a peek at a chart for you, please let me know. Just throw it up there in chat. We'll jump on that. What a crazy candle we're getting here into that 4130. All right, guys. Watch for bounces back into like VWAP zone on the SPY. Maybe it keeps rejecting and you just keep grinding lower. Let's check in on Amazon because that was the short idea here this morning. If 103.50s, remember 103.50s? We talked about that. Well, there you go, guys. 103.50s all the way back down to 101.40s now. Crazy rejection there on Amazon. Tesla, guys, watch Tesla for this little bull flag setup it's got cooking here. We're breaking out of it right now. SPY right back to VWAP. Wow. 41.25s right back to 41.25s on the ES. That was a quick bounce back there. All right, guys, watching to see if we're going to get maybe some sort of turnaround here to the long side. I'm more bearish, but I'm not completely blind to the fact that if we break back up over VWAP, you know, VWAP is in that 410 zone. We could see a little bit of a turnaround here. Let's see. So watching it both for a long setup or a short setup, whichever one really shows its face the strongest, if I can grab it. A little bit of a bear flag situation we got going on here as well. We got ourselves a bit of a bear flag situation here. So definitely something to keep an eye on. Same with the ES. I've started to scale in short on the ES with the stop over that 25 zone. I only have one. That's crazy how we're bouncing back. That much. Look at that. Are you kidding me? That's an insane little bounce back. Look at that wick into the lows. But it's still in that 410 zone struggling. Well, so far still in that little starter. Looks like I might get stopped out of the starter too. So 0 for 2 this morning. I don't remember the last time I went 0 for 2. Good Lord. Definitely not reading it well this morning. I mean, that was a bear flag under VWAP on the SPY. We were trying to bear flag there a little bit on the ES. I'd go after that trade again tomorrow, to be honest. But it's really looking like it wants to maybe U-shape right back around. We're back up over 410 on the SPY. We're back up over the 425, 4125 on the ES. I mean, this thing is really, really going insane right now. I'm going to give it one more shot at the risk of possibly overtrading here with a stop under 24 on the ES for a long setup, looking for this U-shape that we're getting on the SPY. I mean, that's a rejection of that bear flag. I'm not at my max loss on the day. Exercise my rules. After I exercise my rules, it's been months since this has happened to me. 3 strikes are out. I don't even remember. And almost reached max loss. I'm down 1,100 on the day. My max loss is usually around 12, 1,300 bucks on the day. Because what I try to do is, and here I'm going to share a good rule with you guys. What I try to do is I get what is not my largest win, right? But what is typically one of my bigger wins. So one of my bigger wins is usually around that $3,000 area, right? So I try to keep my max loss underneath that by like about half, right? So if my bigger wins are usually in the $3,000 area, I try to keep that max loss around that $1,500 zone. That way, it just takes one good winner. One good winner and my max loss is erased. You know, I'll tell you right now, it's probably not going to be today. Maybe it's tomorrow. But another one of my rules is 3 strikes are out. You know, so if I take 3 red trades, then I'm out. 3 red trades in a row, I'm done. I'm done because something's not right. Either I'm not reading things right, my bias is too is blurring my vision, or simply put, I'm just not in it today. I'm not in the zone for some reason or another. I mean, re-looking at this chart here, it looks like a bear flag. I'm gonna get rid of this line right here. We're in a bear flag situation here, and VWAP is insignificant. So my first trade of the day, I got long in front of 410, or in the ES case, 41.25. I got long in front of that. I got stopped out. My second trade, I got short under 410 on the SPY, under 41.25 on the ES. I got stopped out. My third trade, we regained 410 on the SPY. We regained 41.25 on the ES. And I still get stopped out. When I take a little bit of a further step back on this SPY chart, I'm seeing a larger bear flag formation. You see it there. I just drew it for you. And yes, that is a bear flag. You can just pretend there's a candle there on that gap down and you have yourself a bear flag. Yeah, very choppy, the beast. Yeah, I thought it was going to go higher too. I really did. I mean, I wouldn't have jumped into that trade if I didn't think we were going to push to 411s, which would have sent the ES, you know, right back to 41.30, 41.32 to start with, and then probably a 41.40 test. So I gave back a little bit too much profit there, but no biggie. We'll keep pushing. Nice, good job, man. See, I'm not fast enough to scalp those like 3 or 4 point moves there. I'm not fast enough. I'm looking for those bigger explosive moves, which we're going to get one. I think we're going to get one. We're going to get one here, one direction or the other. I don't think we're going to trade sideways or choppy much longer. We should get some clear direction here soon. I can't believe it's going to be 10 a.m. and I struck myself out. I'm pretty disappointed in myself today, to be honest. That 9 AMA VWAP setup to the downside is looking pretty nice in that bear flag formation, guys. But yeah, even though I want to trade, I can't. I gotta adhere to my rules. I'm really disappointed in my trading today. I am my own worst critic. I really am. I've had days where, you know, really nice day, made over $1,000 on the day and been disappointed in my trading. And I've had days where I'm red and I'm actually very proud of my trading because the plans just simply didn't work out. Today, I'm just a little disappointed because I think I shot my shots too quickly. I think I just shot my shots too quickly, and I hate getting up near my max loss area. It bothers me. It's like getting a C on a test. I don't like getting C's on tests. Yeah, you win some, you learn some, the beast. You're absolutely 100% right about that. And I haven't lost 3 in a row like this in a long time, much less gotten up near max loss zone. It's been at least it's been at least 2 months. I get mad at myself. I get mad at myself. Hey guys, do me a quick favor. If you like this level of transparency, hit the like button. Oh my god, I freaking hate today so much. Oh, look at that bear flag. If we break 41, sorry, 410.50 on the SPY, then I think we could go up there and test 411s. And you'll see the ES at 4130s. Thanks, man. We're testing the top end of this bear flag formation on the SPY. That is such a nice looking bear flag, to be honest. I had it earlier. I think it was just too cold. The coffee. It wasn't cold, but it wasn't hot like I like it. This is a real tough area. You got that 410. It's a really tough area because now you're over 410. 410 is a crucial zone on the SPY. It really is. You're testing the top end of that bear flag formation. The volume is a little bit lighter, but it's just looking like it wants to break. You're getting the ES back at 4130 zone, right? 4129 just got tested right now. Yeah, I think it really could. I mean, I honestly think it could. It's just such a difficult level right now. Like, it's really hard to get your direction on this thing. And the whiplash is nasty. A bear flag didn't work. My favorite setup lately. Bear flag didn't work on neither the ES or the SPY. SPY is right back to 410.50. ES is right back to 4129 zone. You should see a move here. When I got long in front of 4125, I was looking for the first take profit at 4131. And then I was going to look to get to 4140, and I was just going to get flat up there. I wasn't looking for a 20-point move or anything crazy. You know, I wasn't going to look for anything wild. That is some crazy type of action. I wonder what time is it? 10. It's only 10:03 a.m. I feel like I've been working for hours. Um, maybe we don't get direction until lunchtime. It wouldn't surprise me one bit. One thing I'm happy with today, this morning, even though it's a larger red day, is that I managed my risk correctly. My entries were where I wanted them. My stop zones were respected. And then my loss per trade was on par with what I am acceptable with. You know, I'm acceptable with if I take 3 trades and I'm red and this is the amount I'm red, it's acceptable. Thanks. It's acceptable. It's not like I had one trade that was double my loss on it. You know what I mean? So 3 trades down about $1,100. That falls in line very well with what I'm comfortable with risking per trade. And all my trades, if I'm not mistaken, were 2 contracts. I'll have to go watch the replay, but I'm pretty sure. I don't think I scaled into 1 or 2 of them with 1 contract and then I added. So, you're just wrong sometimes. Look at the struggle. The struggle at 41.30 again. The 410, I'm not gonna buy that. But just so you guys know, the 410 tomorrow's expiration SPY put options have pretty good open interest and good volume. But being over 410, it's really difficult to grab that because 410 is such an important zone on the SPY, and we're over it. Unless you're going to use a wider stop here with a stop over 411, which is that pivot. I'd rather we get up into 411 and then grab puts or shorts for the roll. Honestly, I'd rather see the SPY get up into 411 and reject. See, because right now all we've done is this massive bear flag in front of 411, but we haven't really gotten up there and tested 411. Closest we got here is, I mean, it's pretty damn close, 410.90s. We're back inside the flag of chop. Well, guys, the one thing I can tell you is, at a minimum, you're getting to see what discipline looks like, because I am touching a trade. I'm not in anything. The worst part about this is if we get direction in one way or another, I can't jump into it. At least not now. If we get direction in the afternoon, I can trade it. But now in the morning, I won't be able to. And it's not because I can't physically go into an order. I can. But mentally, I have to respect my rules. We're putting higher lows as well, guys. Look at this. I just noticed it very well on the ES. Let me see here. Want to make sure you're seeing the same screen I'm talking about. Yeah. So higher low, higher low, higher low. See how we're going higher low, higher low, higher low? The same on the SPY, see? Low, higher low. We pulled back, higher low. This is a tremendous battle we're seeing here between bears and bulls. it wouldn't surprise me in the least bit to at some point here see us get back down to test the lower end of this bear flag before it rejects and pushes up to 411 for real. Oh, there you go, guys. See how it's getting so squeezy looking. It's crazy. Guys, if you're interested in cryptos, check this out. I didn't know this. This just came out here to me. I had no idea. Crypto data is coming to trade ideas. Ah, that long is gonna work now. I hate everything. No! Or is it not? Look at what I'm talking about, man. You're not getting that clean move. It's just a freaking chop fest. That's annoying action. Be very careful out there, guys. Easy day to get chopped up. Easy day to get chopped up. When I told you about those put options, they were at $2.30 some odd cents. They're only at $2.40 right now, 45. If the SPY begins to reject VWAP here, then maybe you get down there and crack the low of that bear flag and the trade starts to trigger. But for right now, it just looks like a chop fest on a pattern, but it's just such a choppy situation. It's basically VWAP is non-existent. It's not playing a role here at this time. We're trading in and out of it like it's nothing. Guys, in the meanwhile, if you have any questions or you want me to look up any charts for you, just throw them up in chat there for me. Be happy to do that. It'll definitely distract me from today. All right, I am hungry. It is time to have my protein shake. Please excuse me. I'll drink this. I should have a red cup for today instead of the green one. All right, there you go. You're right back to the bottom end of that bear flag formation. All right, you're breaking underneath the bear flag now. This is when this trade should trigger. That's when this trade should trigger. Will it trigger? That's another story altogether. We should sell off here and go down there to visit those 408s. New lows on the SPY, testing those 41.17 on the ES. Oh, Amazon. Let's go check on that. That was the... I should have shorted Amazon today. Well, nice little bounce back on that one. Weird. That Amazon got down into the 101s. I guess it was the 102s. Tesla's bull flag gave up. If you look at it there, I mean, obviously, if you redraw it, you got yourself a little bit of a bigger bull flag, but it's not looking the greatest right now. Hop on over to a 15-minute chart. That'll look a little bit cleaner. That'll look a little bit cleaner, but I wouldn't trust it too much. And the SPY finally breaking down. What time is it? 10:16 a.m. There you go, guys. I'd watch for a drop back down into those 408s. I mean, this 409 zone is the first little potential support zone. If that one gives up, then watch for that drop into 408. 408 is a little bit more of an important level. If that one gives up, then really I'd watch for that 406, the mid 406s to get tested. Okay, so what could I have done better this morning? Maybe have been a little bit more patient. Had I been a little bit more patient, I probably would have just gone after this breakdown here and then gotten long well, not long puts because I wasn't going to trade the options, but I could have gone short the ES right here. Watch. Let me draw it for you. Whoops. See the higher low, higher low, higher low. Boom, we break. I could have gone a short ES right there. 41.21, 41.22 zone. Bang, we get that drop. First piece of profit off down there. Why? Because look, previous support in this zone. Next piece of profit off down here at 41.12. Had I had, a third contract, which I probably would have if I would have waited for this setup, I would hold on to it to see if we can get down here towards underneath 41.10. Like the beast said earlier, you can't win them all, right? Even the best fighters have bad days. So I'm not cocky enough to consider myself one of the best traders on YouTube. Honestly, I have no idea where I would land because I don't know who out there is truly trading real money, right? Or not. Um, but I'm pretty good. I think I'm a pretty decent trader. Levels I talked about today were the levels that worked, 4130 resistance. Um, I just couldn't execute. I couldn't execute it today. And I think it's just because I wasn't patient enough. And then I took that third trade when I probably should have waited to take that third trade. I think really that's what got me. Because had I waited to take the third trade until now, I would probably be already green on the day. No, probably no. I'd be green on the day. So that's just the way it is sometimes, guys. And this is the reality of trading. This is what people don't tend to show you out there, especially on recap videos or Twitter posts or P&L screenshots, stuff like that. They don't tend to show you this. Here, look. Hold on. Take a quick screenshot here for you. What screen? This screen? So you see I don't BS. There you go. $1,137 on the red today. That's my largest red day in a long time. There you're getting that VWAP cross, sorry, that 9EMA VWAP cross to the downside on the SPY. You got that extension into 408.90s. And then remember I said the next take would be off of a short on the ES, would be in front of 41.10. We're at 41.11s. So that would be the next level to take, in my opinion. In front of 41.10. Yeah, the beast. It really did. It really did. I mean, guys, simply put, no, when I noticed the larger trend there on that bear flag, it was what it was. It was extremely choppy. You had to basically ignore VWAP. It wasn't there. But that was the trade there. That was it. Man, I was watching these 409 puts on the SPY. They were at $2.20 some odd cents earlier. They're only at $2.54 right now. And I was watching those exactly when we cracked the 410 zone. All right, guys, remember that 4110 we talked about? You're probably going to see a little bounce back here. I'd watch the SPY for the 9 AMA to become a level of possible resistance. Little bear flag situation going on here as well. There you have it. But this is a crucial level on the SPY and on the ES. If this gives way on the ES, then I think we probably see 4100, to be honest. Wouldn't be surprised in the least bit. There you're getting that little bear flag, guys. That looks really good, to be honest. I think you break under 4110. Stop would be over 4115. Can't take the trade, man. I would love to. I gotta respect the rules. My stop would be 4115. I would add on the breakdown underneath the bear flag. If we get it. It's pretty low risk. I mean, my entry would have been right there at 4114. I was risking a point and a half at the most. If I caught slippage, 2 points, big deal. You know, that's such a good risk reward parameter there. But I won't. There you go, guys. Bang. Oh my God. Let this be a lesson to everyone. Do not get impatient early on. That's what happened to me this morning. And by the time I noticed the overall pattern, it was too late. And now let me explain to you why I didn't just break the rule and jump in there on this next trade. Because I've had 2 opportunities to enter this trade, right? It's simple. You know that not every setup is going to work. Sometimes they don't work. And that's why we manage risk, right? Let's say that I would have jumped in on this trade. Hold on. Trying to find my streaming software. There we go. So let's say I would have jumped in on this trade right in here with this bear flag that we talked about, right? And we would have popped right back up over this. I would have lost 300 bucks. That would put me now at exactly my max loss on the day. I would be so mad at myself if that happened to me. It would really mess with my head, right? Now, obviously, we would have dropped here. I would have cut some of my losses on the day. But what if not? What if it would have gone against me? You know, it would have been 4 red trades in a row and a broken rule. And now I'm exactly at max loss on the day, basically. Give or take a couple bucks here or there to down or up. It doesn't matter, right? I would have been at max loss on the day, 100% max loss. I would have been extremely disappointed in myself. I would have broken a rule and all that stuff would have just come into play. So it's better to not. It's better to just sit there and be like, well, I learned the lesson today. I got overzealous in the morning and my first trade, fine. My second trade, okay. But that third trade, I should have waited more. And maybe that's something I need to establish here moving forward because it's not the first time this happens to me. Pretty much anytime I strike out in the morning like this, it happens just like today happened. Right before 10 a.m. And it was 1, 2, 3. Just like that. So from now on, I'm going to set a new rule here. I'm going to put it out here on the video. If the first trade of the day is red, I'm sorry guys, give me 1 second here. Just watching a security camera here at one of my properties. All right, but guys, sorry, back. Later on, the beast. Yep, that was a really nice down move. We got right back down in here. We're getting that bounce off of in front of 4,100 like we talked about. I'd expect that level to hold some support. All right, guys, I got to run. Watch that 4,100 on the ES. Watch that 408 on the SPY. It's the line we drew. I mean, this thing worked out beautifully. Just bad executions by me today. Try to do better tomorrow, and we'll go from there, right? Any questions, don't hesitate. Just throw them out there. Let me know. Thank you guys very much for tuning in today. We will do a little bit more of a lesson time tomorrow. Today, the lesson was pretty much throughout the whole time because it was live watching me go through the emotions of getting chopped up and then going 0 for 3 and reaching almost max loss area. Well, I didn't reach the max loss area. I'm just underneath max loss on the day. So you got to see me exercise all those rules that I have in place to protect me from further downside. All right, I got to deal with some stuff here with the props, the properties, not the prop firm account. And I'll be back tomorrow. All right, guys. Any questions? Don't hesitate to reach out at all. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.